Good morning.
Good morning.
We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, of course you do. Co-creating at its best, yes?
Yes.
You've come with some ideas of what you're wanting?
Yes.
You feel you are sort of focused into some new thoughts?
Yes.
Looking forward to taking thought beyond that which it has been before?
Yes.
Satisfying some curiosities? Reestablishing your vibrational balance?
Yes.
Raising your vibration to higher frequency?
Yes.
Tuning into who you really are? Preparing your grid for more easy release from the vortex into your physical reality of things that you want? Contributing? Receiving? It's going to be a good day. You want some warm up?
Yes. Hell yes.
You again. Do you know that you are the creator of your own reality? And do you know the reason that you are is because you are offering a vibration that law of attraction is responding to? And do you know that you have control of the vibration that you offer? And do you know that you do a really lousy job of controlling the vibration that you offer? We love you so much, but you are vibrational beings who, for the most part, have forgotten that you are vibrational beings. So you've trained yourself, because of the environment that you live in, to be more observing beings, to be more observing of that which is surrounding you. And as you observe what is surrounding you, we're not just talking about what you're seeing. We're talking about your awareness of what is. Your awareness of what is, your sort of opinion of why what is as what is. Your conversations with others about what is. Your disappointment with what is. Like that. And so as you observe what is trains you into a frequency that doesn't allow what is to shift into what is wanted. Now, if what is what is wanted, then observation is a wonderful thing. And we are encouraging you to make lists of the positive aspects of what surrounds you, to count your blessings, so to speak, to acknowledge the things, to get on rampages of appreciation, to acknowledge the things that please you. But if there are aspects of what is that are not pleasing you, then observing and conversing and remembering and beating the drum of just practices a vibration. And that's what we mean when we say you are not controlling your vibration as well as you could, because you're letting what is dominate your vibration. And you don't have to, because you have the power of selective sifting. You have the ability to focus. You have the ability to weigh the pros and the cons and to focus more on the pros. You have the ability to look for solutions even when a problem is surrounding you. You could be solution oriented in the middle of a problem. Jerry and Esther built a magnificent house in San Antonio. And it's one of those crazy high-tech houses with touch panels around. And the house seems to have a mind of its own. And so there was an electrical storm the other night, and some of the systems stopped working. And it is not uncommon for Esther to come home and push a button and have the button not operative. So she knows that she should be solution oriented, because nice people always come and fix it. And they always come quickly. And they're nice people. They're nice to be with. There's no downside to that. But there's just something about the system continuing to not be working that is so annoying. It's just annoying, because after all, and certainly you would all agree with Esther, we don't encourage it, but you usually would. It's just not right. It shouldn't be this precarious. It shouldn't be this finicky. It should be more stable. It should be more stable. It should be more stable. Does that sound like a solution-oriented statement? It is not. It should be different than it is never a solution-oriented statement. It may be true. It should be. It should be, but the question is, can it be under these conditions? Under what conditions, Abraham? Just get to the point. What is it you're talking about? Under the conditions of your vibrational leaning toward an expectation and even an acceptance of something unwanted, and then a further conversation about it. So Esther says, so if I just don't care if I have lights, if I don't push buttons that don't work, if I just stay away, if I just don't go there where broken things are, is that the answer? And we say, it's one answer. Anything that helps you to withdraw your attention from a situation that continues to practice a vibration. So Abraham, this is Esther. Abraham. Are you saying to me that standing in the middle of something unwanted, that there is a way to observe the unwanted? In other words, I can't put my head in the sand. I can't move away. I can't be someplace else all of the time. So avoiding the what isness doesn't seem practical. So are you saying that there is a way that I could be in awareness of the problem, but still a vibrational match to the solution? Is that what you're saying? And we say, that is what we're saying. That's what we're encouraging. An understanding that you can be a vibrational match to the solution, even when you are standing with the evidence of the problem. And that's what we mean by being aware of your vibration and doing something about what your vibration is. Because being aware of the problem and talking about the problem and remembering the problem and making a list of how many times you've come to repair this very same thing over the last couple of years is not being a vibrational match to the solution. It's keeping the problem active. So Abraham, are you saying that I am responsible for faulty electrical equipment? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. It's hard to hear because there are so many other people. There were people who planned it. There were people who installed it. There were people who programmed it. There were a lot of people that seem much more responsible than Esther. But there isn't anybody else responsible for anything that's happening in your experience. Now, if that's hard for you to take, get over it. Because until you accept that you are the vibrational center of your world, and that everything that comes to you, every relationship, everything that happens around you, every convergence of experiences, everything that happens to you, everything that you experience is a result of your vibrational offering. And we know, of course there are things that you don't want to happen. And of course there are things that you would rather not observe. And of course this is a minefield at times that you are navigating your way through. But when you accept that you have the ability under all conditions to be solution oriented, even when the problem is blaring, and you start tuning yourself on situation after situation to be solution oriented, then you'll get control of your vibrational point of attraction. And that's really what we're wanting to talk most about here today, because you are the creator of your experience, because you are the focuser of your world. And as you are the focuser of your world, you are the offerer of vibration. And since law of attraction is responding to your vibration, everything comes back to what your point of attraction is. And your point of attraction is evidenced to you, not just in the things that are manifesting around you, but by the way you are feeling. In other words, before a manifestation occurs, you have emotions that are letting you know what your point of attraction is. If you're grouchy, your point of attraction is not going to please you as it yields to you the results of that vibration. If you are afraid, your point of attraction is not going to please you as it yields to you the response to the vibration that is the reason that you feel the way you feel. The emotions that you feel are always about what your vibrational relationship is with who you really are and what you really want. A friend was telling Esther a story a while back about being a substitute teacher at a school. And there was a little boy at the school who was clearly neglected. Not abused, but neglected. And Esther's dearest of friends said, I so wanted to just scoop him up and take him home on the weekend. I just wanted to give him a little piece of a better life. And the school administrator said to her, when she voiced that wouldn't be good for him because you will just show him what he's missing. So we want you to sit with that idea for just a little bit in an understanding of how your emotions work, because your emotions are relative to your desire. Because as you sift through life and you come to new conclusions about what you prefer or about what you desire, you establish a vibrational being. We've been telling you that it is a vibrational reality. We've been telling you that your vibrational reality is what we are calling your vortex. It is the vibrational version of the best that you have carved out through all that you've lived. And your inner being, or the source of you, stands in vibrational altitude or harmony with that vortex. In other words, every time you ask for something, your vibrational version becomes the vibrational equivalent of that furthest expanded request or desire. But you stand in your physical body observing broken electrical systems or people missing from your life that you don't want to be missing. And as you stand in your now, focused wherever you're focused, there is a relationship, a vibrational relationship between the vortex version, which is your furthest expanded version, and where you stand. In other words, if life has not caused you to want it, you won't miss it if it's not there. But if your life has caused you to want it, in other words, if your life has caused you to expand to that, then you not going along with that expanded version is what equals your diminished joy. It's what equals negative emotion. So if life causes you to want it, and it does all day, every day, but you maintain the frequency of the problem or the frequency of the complaint or the frequency of the need or the frequency, we're beating the drum, the frequency of the absence of it. If you are beating the drum of where you stand, what is, you deprive yourself of the vibrational alignment with who you really are. And the reason you feel bad, you think, is because you don't have it. That's not why you feel bad. You feel bad because you are in a lower vibrational frequency because of your resistant attention. You feel bad because you're not up to speed with who you are, not because you are depriving yourself of that thing or that person or that situation that you want. Isn't that nice to know? We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey. And it is nice that we don't need to depend only upon words to convey it, because this has been a vibrational gathering. Talked about lots of things. We want to leave you with just a handful of things that we want you to take away from this, because we have clearly moved into new places in our understanding of the vibrational beings that you are and the lives that you are creating. We're going to give you the most profound statement that has ever been given in all of humanity. And we want so much for you to take it to heart and live it with everything you've got every day. Chill out. Be easier. Give everyone you can the benefit of the doubt, especially you. Look for reasons to feel good, and if you can't find any, take a nap. In other words, don't bang around out there trying to sort out manifestations and try to make any sense of them. Because manifestations are only the byproduct of what's going on vibrationally, and once it's manifested, leave it alone.